Up next, this 1994 single was an unlikely duet featuring two of post-punk's biggest superstars. Siouxsie, the Bromley Contingent's no-nonsense Godmother of Goth, and Morrissey, the fey, flower-flinging crooner from Manchester. A duet from these two was certainly unexpected, and the notion thrilled the music press, promising to be incredibly appealing to fans of both artists, and a boost to their record sales. But because both of these singers have personality so strong, it's actually amazing that they got along long enough for this song to see the light of day. Well, it did see the light of day, but not without tensions and not without a dramatic ending. Siouxsie and Moz have vastly different stories about what actually happened, too. In this video, we delve into what Moz and Siouxsie really think of each other as we tell the story of Interlude, the most unlikely romantic duet in the post-punk canon. According to Siouxsie, Morrissey was the driving force behind this project, and once he had the idea, he was determined to get Siouxsie on board. I do not know Siouxsie, but I asked around to see if she would have any interest in duetting with me. Well, I did this duet with Morrissey because he was constantly sending me a lot of strange messages at that time. I thought it might be a good idea to do something with him. And so, in early 1993, Morrissey mailed Siouxsie a cassette with a few possible songs on it. Her manager responds, and I send her 4 covers to choose from. Happy by Nancy Sinatra, Loneliness Remembers What Happiness Forgets by Dionne Warwick, Interlude by Timmy Euro, and Morning Starship by Jabriath. I call Siouxsie at her home in France, and each time she recognizes my voice, there comes a small, impatient sigh as if I just interrupted her evening prayer. Can't we do something off Ziggy Stardust, like The Prettiest Star, she suggests? The Prettiest Star wasn't on Ziggy Stardust, Mr. Know-It-All returns. Siouxsie stiffens, and we shall never be friends. Ultimately, Siouxsie chose Interlude, and Morrissey agreed. So Interlude is a 1968 song that was written and composed by French composer Georges Delerue in collaboration with South African songwriter Hal Shaper. The song was originally performed by American soul singer Timmy Euro, recorded as the title track for the 1968 film called Interlude. So it's not surprising that this was on the mixtape Morrissey had made for Siouxsie. He loved both the screen, big and small, and the female soul singers of the 50s and 60s. In May, Morrissey leaked a project teaser to Melody Maker. The news item simply confirmed that the project was happening, and that it looked likely to be recorded. Recordings were done during Morrissey's Vauxhall and I recording sessions at Hook End Manor, with Moz guitarist Boz Borer producing and playing the central guitar part. Siouxsie chooses Interlude, and she pulls up at Hook End Manor recording studio in a black Mercedes. She's carrying her own microphone, and she wants to get on with it minus any familiar chit-chat. In the event, she is a seasoned professional. There is only one crack in the alabaster as she listens to her final take and softly asks me, "Are you sure it's okay?" It is the solitary moment in which the Soviet statue breathes. One can suddenly imagine real blood in Siouxsie's veins. But perhaps not. It's interesting, though perhaps not surprising, how they recorded the lead vocals of each singer. They came in separately, each recorded the entire vocal for the entire song, and then in post-production, the 2 songs were edited, interwoven, and blended together, with each singing individually, and then both together. There was no in-performance interplay between the vocal artists, at all. During the recording session, he was quite shy, and then when we tried to shoot a video for this song, things went worse. I realized that he hadn't a great sense of humor. Okay, let's say that his sense of humor is different from mine. He was quite weird, because he didn't dare tell me things frankly in the eye. Instead of that, he was sending the manager to let me know unpleasant remarks and ideas he had, like showing me images of skinheads. I said, okay, it's over. It's enough for me. That's definitely too much. She appears to hate even the people she likes. She looks at everyone and everything only with a sense of what is due to her. And she might stare at you as you lay dying in a zebra crossing. But Morrissey managed a few complimentary asides. She is certain her historical value outstrips Queen Victoria, which in my meager opinion it actually does, and she has a duty to no one. Siouxsie the star is embarrassed by women and possibly angry because she is one. What slips out is cultivated offensiveness, and thankfully, a stabbing trail of quite outstanding recordings. as Siouxsie stomps through with zero emotional involvement and maintains this indifference for 20 very successful years. Siouxsie doesn't mind if she poisons the world, and here lies the appeal of one who said no as millions of yes girls smiled their way to the top of the Pop's cameras. Amazingly, despite these apparent tensions, the two finished the recording. Morrissey's team put together the song, and EMI loved it. But soon after, Morrissey reports, legal tensions arose. Now Polydor, Siouxsie's label, was demanding that this was at very least a Siouxsie release, with her due 100% of the royalties. Polydor and EMI remained locked in a stalemate for a while on this subject. The final resolution is unclear, likely some sort of compromise was reached. And finally, in August 1994, the track was dropped as a single by EMI, presented as a duet under the artist name Morrissey and Siouxsie. The official video of the track was planned to have both stars in it, but that didn't pan out the way Moz intended. I did a single with Morrissey once, but the video didn't turn out well. He wanted to use a bulldog with us in it, and there was some flirtation with Union Jacks and nationalism too. I thought, okay, I see where you're going with this. And I said, can't you pick another dog like a Chihuahua? He ended up saying, what's wrong with being nationalistic? So we had a spat about that. It wasn't really a row, but the next day he told me not to come back because I was too aggressive. As always, Morrissey had a different perspective. Siouxsie is wearing reflective sunglasses so that our eyes are not visible to anyone. And instantly her demands are barked out with a tone of punished ferocity. Within 8 seconds, she seems to have alienated everyone in the room. Look, she says to no one in particular, I haven't got time for this. I've got to be writing some B-sides. This low-key falling out was probably largely unspoken until the autobiographical writings were being penned. That bitterness didn't keep Moz from re-releasing the track several times, though. Interlude was later included on the compilation Suede Head, The Best of Morrissey in '97, and then a previously unreleased version of the song, which without comment featured now only Morrissey's vocals, was on his 2011 Very Best of Morrissey compilation. He was probably loath to share a dime of that record, so he took precautions. Who knows? And then 30 years later, Interlude was released on Record Store Day as a gold 12-inch record. Of course, when posting it on his blog, he could not keep from including a bit of snark. Quote, there was no video for this recording, no television appearances, and no photo sessions. Gee, I wonder why. They actually did release an official video, or rather Moz did. It didn't contain either of the stars, though. Have you heard this song? Is it any good? Is it worth picking up the single? Comment below. And hey, if you like this, click like and subscribe, and check out the other videos on my channel. They're pretty cool, like this one right here, for example.